Good morning, guys. Today, 2 of our trip. We're starting the day off. We are here at Catherine Gorge. We are on a hike right now. Hopefully, the idea is that we're gonna find 1, maybe 2 good lookout points before we head off in the morning. It looks like the first walk is about a mile. After that today, we're gonna head off. We have about 7 hours driving ahead of us, including some really cool stops. At least what I think is gonna be really cool. Alright guys, we made it up to our first lookout point. It is called Berui, I believe, and it's pretty much just a 15-minute hike up from the campsite. It's pretty much straight up the mountain if you take the shortcut like I did. And the bugs up here are insane right now. So if you're coming up here, definitely go bug spray. I would say it's worth it.
Oh, 'cause in this moment, there's no such thing as space. Oh, let me be the first to walk away. Oh, 'cause I know you need a place to stay, and I won't ever make you feel that you're to blame. So don't you be afraid. No, I said don't you be, don't you be. Said don't you be afraid. Oh, oh, oh.
Next stop, we're up the mountain, and it's really cool. The next place we're gonna see is the maintenance barn. Just kidding. So I was just informed that this is basically the only loop that you guys are getting to, that I am getting to today from this particular path. If you wanted, they said if you wanted to do like a different path, you can do that, but you have to start off on a different spot down at the camp, and then it goes all the way around. So, you know, it's another like hour and a half walk to get to the next lookout point. So this is gonna be the one lookout point we're gonna do for Catherine Gorge today. I definitely think that we did not see really any of it. Probably like 10% of what's here. I'm gonna go to Lake Argyle today, which is like a 6 or 7 hour drive from where we're at right now. And there's some cool stuff I want to see on the way. So really gonna get back in the van and stop into town, get some gas, and then we're going to hit the road to start the rest of the day off. We got a quick little pit stop here. I'm gonna make lunch, kind of chill out for a minute, and whew. Trying to leave the windows closed because it's hot as balls outside right now, but it gets smoky in here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Ugh. Whew. That was delicious and convenient. Now, we gotta get back to the road. So I just talked to the attendant in there, and he said there's some like creeks and stuff coming up, but it doesn't sound like too much craziness or anything like that. Okay, so we came down to Victoria River just to see it. This is like the boat launch right here, and now you see Victoria River. It's just hours of it, just hours and hours of nothing but that.
You're crossing the border. No fruit or vegetables allowed.
So we have finally made it to our destination. My God, I feel like good right now. I've been traveling for like, you know, just traveling like in a van and buses and cars and stuff for like 2 days now. I'd be lying if I said I've showered. Yeah, it's okay. So I got to kind of the reception area. It's the first thing you guys are gonna see. After that, they're gonna kind of send you down the road. You could say there's like camping and stuff like that. And then we just kind of went down the road, and this is what you get.
It's the right time to make you move and just make your move, but let me be the first to walk away. Oh, 'cause I know you need a place to stay, and I won't ever make you feel that you're to blame. So don't you be afraid. No. I said don't you be. I said don't you be afraid.
So I was told by multiple different people that right down here there's a good swimming spot we can go to, so we're gonna go check that out right now. So when I got to reception, I asked them, I said, hey, is there a good spot to swim? And they said, yeah, right down by the boat thing. And I said, oh, cool. So there's no crocodiles, right? And she said, oh, yeah, I mean, there's crocodiles, but just the freshwater crocodiles, they usually don't bite people. And then my last spot, when I was up here at the lookout point, I talked to the guys, you know, just for reassurance. It's like, hey, it's safe to swim down there, right? Like, oh, yeah, it's fine. I says, oh, so, you know, no crocodiles down there? And they said, oh, yeah, there's quite a few crocodiles down there. I says, oh, okay, well, is it safe? I said, yeah. He said, they won't eat you. He says, the worst thing, you know, every now and then they'll just, you know, quickly bite your leg and they'll let go, though. But if you're a fish, they'll eat you. But, yeah, you should be fine. I feel like this shit reminds me of the, you ever see the movie Lake Placid? Something happens. It was the girl inside of the campsite and then the electrical guy on top of the hill. I don't know either of the names, but we can blame them. Not gonna lie, that felt extremely incredible. But I was afraid. I was definitely a little bit of afraid. All right, we got one more stop before we call it a night. There is right across the street from the camping area, there's supposed to be like a lookout point up here. And I think we got just enough time to get there before sunset if we hurry. We made it up to the top. It is pretty amazing up here. Tough hike. Not terrible, but not easy. Problem is we did miss the sunset. It's right, you can see right there's the sun going down over the mountain. So I got a few more minutes of daylight. I'm gonna try to show you guys as much as I can and make it back down. Holy shit, I made it to the actual viewpoint. Look. All right, guys, I think that's gonna be a wrap for today. I'm gonna hustle back down to the bottom. I think I'm gonna have just enough sunlight to make it back down. Tomorrow, I know today again was like a lot of driving. The first 2 days is just kind of what it is. There's not a ton to see. This is definitely a place that I would absolutely come visit for, you know, at least a few hours. really, really cool. I'm gonna put a guide together, actually. I was just thinking about today, after the 14 days is over, and kind of all of the do's and don'ts that I kind of experienced. So you can look forward to that after I finish up. And if you're watching this at a later date, it's probably linked down below already. So besides that, guys, tomorrow again, I think we got 4 stops, 4 or 5 like scenic stops, and a little less driving, only like 3 hours of driving. So tomorrow's gonna be super fun. We'll check you guys in.